Before we can move into the specific issues associated with DORA and Let's Go Learn, we need to step back and consider the assessment and instruction cycle. The larger goal of assessment is to drive instruction. Assessment gets the process started, but it's not the only process we need to consider. We need a model to describe the overall process and to guide decision making. In other words, we need a way to describe how assessment links to and drives instruction. The clearer our model, the more likely we are to have success, for clarity follows directly to success. There are a lot of issues related to reading and reading instruction, and the clearer our model, the less likely we are to get sidetracked or confused. But where do we start? For our purposes, the process starts with assessment. A is for assessment. But here we need to stop and think about the types of assessment that operate in schools and to have a clear understanding of the difference between large-scale accountability and diagnostic assessment. When considering large-scale accountability, we're very familiar with those types of issues. In California, they might include district, state, federal accountability measures, the California Standards Test, the California English Language Development Test, the California High School Exit Exam, and all of our other standardized assessment tools. These tools provide data for policymakers and real estate agents. These are high-stakes tests for teachers, students, and administrators. In contrast to large-scale accountability testing, we have what we're calling diagnostic assessment. This type of assessment is designed to provide information for instructional planning. This type of assessment is model-driven. It asks what specific skills and ability are we looking for. These are embedded assessments, or what are often called informal reading inventories, as we'll see later, like DORA. Diagnostic assessment tools provide data for parents, teachers, and specialists for classroom instruction. These are low-stakes tests for teachers and students, and they're ongoing. They provide information about where we are right now. Although we may start with assessment, our eventual goal is to impact instruction. As you can see in these slides, assessment and instruction are related in that assessment provides us a starting point for instruction. Then instruction provides additional assessment that feeds back to the assessment, what we call the assessment and instruction cycle. What's more important, though, is that assessment and instruction operate within the context of standards or our overall objectives of where we want to go. In the language of this module, we're talking about models. Standards, in effect, represent the models that we want to address in our instruction. This is the assessment and instruction cycle and is very important to DORA and to the instructional implications that will follow from the information collected in DORA. Remember, assessment and instruction are reciprocally related and follow in a cycle.